I've waited way too long for this day.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just been one thing that I've wanted from the past generation. I wanted it on the 3DS. It didn't happen. I wanted it on the Vita. It didn't happen. Finally, with the Switch, I'm going to be able to play Resident Evil 4 on a handheld. Anywhere.
It's a beautiful day.
It is.
Really.
Resident Evil 4 is the game that got me into the series. It's my favorite Resident Evil, period. I know that's not really a controversial thing to say. It's a rather popular opinion, but I think it's well deserved. It's one of the best games on the GameCube and the PlayStation 2, which it wasn't supposed to come out on, but Capcom was being Capcom, and they're like, hey, Nintendo, you know how I said this was exclusive? No. Not only is it not going to be exclusive, we're going to put it on PS2, we're going to put it on everything.
Yeah.
So, I do feel bad for Nintendo with that. But anyways, yes, we are getting not only Resident Evil 4 on the Switch, we're also getting the Resident Evil HD Remaster and Resident Evil 0, which is very similar to the HD Remaster of the original, alongside Resident Evil 4. And this is going to be coming out May 21st. Now, apparently, there is an aspect of this, however much this makes me happy, there's an aspect that is not all that great. And that is, Resident Evil 4 will not come on a physical cartridge. It's going to be download only. And for those of you who are interested in the other Resident Evil games, the Remaster and 0, if you want a physical copy of it, they're going to do something similar to what they did with Resident Evil Revelations. With that game on the Switch, you got the collection, and on the game card, you only got Resident Evil Revelations 1. If you wanted the second one, you got a free download code to download it.
Kind of like the Spyro.
Yes.
Game.
Yes, exactly like the Spyro game.
By the way, is that still like that? Yeah.
As far as I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it out? It came out, right?
Yeah, it came out.
Okay, yeah.
Back in November, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
So, and the one that you're going to get on the card is not even the HD remaster of Resident Evil. You're actually getting Resident Evil 0, which is the one out of these three games, the least one that people want to have.
It's weird
because it's not as popular.
They should have done the fourth one as the physical.
Yeah, but then you have to download the HD remaster if you get that bundle. Like you get it for free, but you still have to download it. Just Capcom's just been really cheap when it comes to their Switch ports.
Yeah.
They, especially when they give a bundle, they did this with the Mega Man X collection. They might have done it with just the regular Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. I might be wrong on that, but I know that they definitely did it for the Mega Man X collection, where only some of it came on the actual game card. But yeah, Resident Evil 4, it launched on the when it launched on the GameCube, it did come on 2 GameCube discs, which I want to say held a little over a gig per disc. So think about that. The game can fit into like 2
gigs,
maybe 3 gigs if because they're in the PlayStation 2 version, they added more content that did take up more space.
Okay.
There were new environments. You played as Ada Wong.
So like three and a half
gigs
max
top.
Yeah.
Okay, and like that's nothing today.
Right.
On I think the Switch cards, like,
we're talking teras. Am I right?
Well, we're not to that point yet. I mean, the biggest Switch card that they have that launched with the Switch, there might be bigger ones now, can hold 16. Like the one that Breath of the Wild is a 13 gig game.
Okay.
That fits on a 16 gig card, and they have smaller cards available. And it gets worse too. It's not just the fact that we're not going to get physical copies of HD Remaster or 4. Also, each of these is going to sell digitally on the eShop for $30. Yeah, you can get Resident Evil 4 on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One for $20. And you can get a physical copy if you want.
These are old games.
These are old games.
Wait, are they remakes?
They're
just ports, right? Yeah.
They are ports. Like the HD remaster is a remake of the original Resident Evil, but it's an old remaster. It's from the GameCube. That's where it originally came out on.
$30.
So, $30 for games which are more than 15
Yeah.
years old. I'm still going to get 4 because I've always wanted that to be.
Even though it's just a download.
Yeah, it is a download, but hey, I wanted Resident Evil Revelations 2 and I downloaded that on the Switch because you can't get it physically for some reason. I understand, like, it, and honestly, that I don't know if I would say that, but why are you charging more for a game that you're not even going to be releasing physically?
Physically, yeah.
That's a little...
They want the best of both worlds.
And Nintendo's not even going to charge them much because they only need like a 4 gig card to fit it all on there. So I don't know. It's
Weird.
very it's not it's something that has kind of soured the feeling of utter joy I should have right now. Capcom, you've kind of sullied the moment.
Good news and some kind of news.
Right. It's like, Capcom, you've been doing really good. You've been doing good. You've been doing really good. You did the Resident Evil 2 remake. We're having Devil May Cry 5 come up here, and that's looking awesome. But then you do things like this, and I'm just kind of like, there's still some of that old Capcom around.
Yeah.